Alright guys, hype news today for Wuthering Waves. We are only a few days away from entering the 2.5 version update, and now we finally have the estimated pull count for the entire patch, and it's looking really good as we're nearly getting 11,000 asteroids completely free to play for this update. So in this video, let's do a full breakdown on how and where you can obtain all these pulls for free to hopefully help you guys plan ahead, save up, and pull for your favorite characters. I'm sure many of you are looking forward to the release of WUWA in the next few days, so let's see exactly how many pulls we can obtain for the entire 2.5 version update. Also, if you guys enjoy the monthly pull count videos on the channel, feel free to like and subscribe, put those notifications on. It will help quite a lot to be updated right away. We're also about 15 subscribers away from 20,000 subscribers, and once we do reach this milestone, I plan on doing my biggest giveaway yet that I've ever done on the channel, which is going to be a free WUWA giveaway to one of my subscribers. But alright, let's not waste any time, get right into the new 2.5 version update pull count. So for this pull count, we'll be doing a breakdown and counting all the limited events, the regular rewards, all the resets happening in the patch, and the new first time claimable rewards that is being added in this update. Starting off with the limited events, first thing I noticed is for this update we only have 5 limited events on the way that will give us ASTRITES. I believe in total we have about 7 events, but the other 2 only give us materials, which are the double drop events and the expiration event, so we can leave that out of the video. So first, counting the usual login bonus event called Gift of Grand Symphony. This will give us 5 standard and 5 limited pulls, 5 of each. We always get one of these every update, so pretty standard. The next event here called Phantasma Dreamland, giving us a pretty good amount of asteroids, 1200 asteroids for an event, which is pretty good. Definitely need it with the low amount of events this time around. 1200 pretty good. Now we have the Dreaming Deep DLC, which will give us 600. And then we have the Overflowing Picture Book, that is another 400 asteroids. We have the Deep Sea Survey, that is another 180 asteroids. And the Resonator Trials, 80 asteroids, which is 20 asteroids each for each character. We're getting 4 characters in the 2.5 version update. So in the first phase, we have the much anticipated release of WUWA alongside a rerun banner for Rochia. And for the second phase, we're going to be getting double rerun banners featuring Brant and the first time return of Cantarella. So each of these Resonator will have trials to do, each giving us 20 each, giving us 80 asteroids in total for completing all the trials. Not that many asteroids, but we can still count it for this video. Alright, now for the pull count on the limited events. If you complete all the limited events for the entire 2.5 version update, this will give you roughly 2,460 asteroids with the addition of 5 limited pulls and 5 standard pulls. This is a little bit lower than what we usually see when it comes to events or the pull count in general, but one thing to keep in mind is that the patch is going to be shorter, I believe, than what we usually get. Instead of this being a 6-week patch, instead this will be a 5-week patch. They probably shorten the second phase rerun banners. Instead of 3 weeks, it will only be 2 weeks, which kind of makes sense as we don't have a new limited character. They've done this before. I remember they did this in the 2.2 version update. We only had Shorekeeper before the anniversary for only 1 week. So it happens, but still that is not all that we have for this video, as we have much more to count. So moving over now to the regular rewards, which is basically all the resets and the dailies and the shop. So if you do the dailies every single day for the entire patch, since this is a 5-week patch, the dailies will give us less than usual. Completing it, you can obtain 2,100 asteroids. The Tower of Adversity is expected to reset only once for the entire patch, so this will give us 700 asteroids. And then we have the Fantasy of 1,000 Gateways. This will give us 800 asteroids, and the Wuthering Waves. This will only reset once as well. If this was indeed a 6-week patch, this would reset twice, giving us 1,600 asteroids, but instead this will be giving us 800 asteroids. The Coral Shop will also be refreshing, which means we can get 7 pulls of each, 7 limited pulls, 7 standard, and 7 weapon banner pulls. So as soon as the update drops and the shop resets, make sure to clear the shop. And we also have the free Battle Pass version, which will give us 5 standard pulls. Alright, now to cover the first time claimable rewards. As usual, a new update gives us new codes and compensation. Right after a new update drops, after the maintenance, we get 600 asteroids in the mail. That is the compensation part, so 600 asteroids from that. And the codes, I believe this is counting the livestream codes, which we should be getting the 2.6 livestream during the 2.5 version update. So we can count the codes, which will give us 300 asteroids, so 900 from the mail. We also have a new map location, and this will give us more chests, quests, and achievement rewards. Not as much as the Septimont region. Septimont region was pretty crazy, nearly giving us over 5,000 asteroids, but this one still giving us a decent amount of 768 asteroids and 1 standard pulls. We also got new main story for this update, so completing new main story gives us 250 asteroids, and new overture, which is said to give us about 200 asteroids, but still not confirmed. Alright, now let's do a full pull count of how many asteroids you can get as a free-to-play player if you got the Lunite subscription or even the Battle Pass for the entire update. So as a completely free-to-play player, you can obtain nearly 9,000 asteroids, 12 limited pulls, which is roughly 66 pulls, 18 standard pulls, and 7 weapon banner pulls. If you pull the Lunite subscription, this will bring you up to 11,928 asteroids, 12 limited pulls for 86 pulls. And if you get both the Lunite sub and the Battle Pass, this brings you up to 12,608 asteroids, 17 limited pulls, for a total of 95 limited pulls they can use on whichever character banner. Now, this is possibly one of the lowest pull counts we've ever gotten, 66 pulls for the entire update. So you guys let me know down below in the comments, are you content with the amount of pulls that we're getting in this patch, or do you think for a 5-week patch they should have gave us more? If I do remember correctly, last time we got a short patch like this was in the 2.2 update right before the anniversary. They wanted to speed things up, and they did the Shorekeeper Run banner for only 1 week, and even then we still got 80 pulls in that update. Nothing too crazy, but expected from a filler patch. We just got out of a massive update. The 2.4 update was definitely one of the biggest updates we've ever gotten, but hopefully things turn around when we get to 2.6, as 2.6 is looking like a really good patch. We're expecting the release of Augusta and Yuno, both of these characters releasing in 2.6, that is what we're expecting, so that would be pretty crazy. But still, you guys let me know down below, are you guys content with the amount of pulls for this patch? And also, what are your plans going into this update? Are you guys pulling for Fulova or saving up for other characters? To me, I'm definitely pulling on Fulova. Been waiting for this character since the very first 1.0 version update. But for those who are pulling on Fulova, I wish you guys the best of luck. And if you guys also enjoyed the pull count video, feel free to like and subscribe, put those notifications on. Plenty of more update videos will be on the way for this week, so stay tuned. That is all for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.